we swapped, but have we conquered? Well, we're on the Isle of Man with the DRIVETRIBE M5 to find out. Modifying a car can be a scary thing, especially when it's as good an example as this one. Mechanically, our M5 Touring has been absolutely spot on, so changing such a fundamental part of the car may have seemed like a horrible idea to some of you out there. I've seen two main comment threads as to how we've messed up switching the SMG box for the 6-speed manual. The first of which is that the SMG suited the M5 and that we've totally changed the vibe of the car. Sure, I've had to relearn hill starts, but I now have so much more control over the car, especially at low speed. You don't need to sit and wait for the onboard computer to figure out what's going on, what gear it should go for, and where the biting point is, which is the slight downside of the automated manual. Now, this is the onboard computer, and it's down to my left foot to find the biting point. By switching our M5 Touring to a manual, it's become a more drivable car, pure and simple. And the second comment is that we've made the car slower. Sure, this used to be a 205 mile an hour car. I say used to be because that top speed will definitely have been chipped into by the shorter gears now and the sportier diff. Top speed has come down, but acceleration has definitely gone up. And that means so much more when you're out in places like this. Where in the world, apart from the autobahns of Germany, is top speed a thing? It just does not matter. Acceleration is so much more important. This is a 15-year-old car, and thanks to our very nicely looked after engine and now this manual gearbox, it feels so sharp and so much quicker than it did before. It's as if this 6-speed manual has unshackled the engine from the SMG box. It feels as sharp as ever. I'll admit, there was a small group of brain cells that were saying that I might have made a mistake by ripping up the roots of this rare performance estate. But what we've created, what I think we've stumbled upon, is my new dream car. Before we kicked off our Isle of Man adventure, we decided to give the M5 a proper good clean using an array of products from today's sponsor, G-Technic. First up was their bug remover, designed to quickly and easily break down bugs and insects to negate the need for heavy scrubbing. Next was their G-Wash Pure Shampoo. The version 2 has extra wetting agents which allow the shampoo to cling to the surface longer. This in turn means the surface is better lubricated and makes for safer washing. Then came the Iron and Fallout Remover, which breaks down iron particles, making them easier to clean. As well as being an awesome wheel cleaner, it can also be used on paintwork. Once the car was dried off, I moved on to the G-Technic Perfect Glass, before using Quick Detailer to get rid of any water spots and light dust. Then came some tyre dressing, before finishing off with the G-Technic Ceramic Sealant, which is an awesome product to apply after washing to help boost the beading and dirt repellent properties of the ceramic coating. The product lasts for up to 6 months and is super easy to apply, just spray and wipe. Thank you to G-Technic for sponsoring today's video. When it comes to analog controls in a car, we seem okay shifting some things from old technology to automatic, like the wiper blades and the lights. So why do we care so much about the gearbox? No one cried when the choke left the dashboards of the car world, but the gearbox creates a crescendo that's only paused by your own mechanical doing
to facilitate the next crescendo. And then, if you're on the right bit of road, especially on the Isle of Man, maybe even the next crescendo. Using your hand and your foot, you can make a decision purely in the name of entertainment, enjoyment, and simple, straight-up petrolheadism.
To this day, no piece of motoring media has come close to affecting me more than the end of Top Gear Series 13, simply Clarkson and a V12 Vantage. He said at the time that cars like that Vantage, with manual gearboxes and high cylinder counts, were ceasing to exist. Thankfully, his prediction hasn't quite come true yet, but let's reevaluate that situation now.
Every manufacturer these days can't wait to bring out their next EV. Even Ferrari and Lotus are at it. BMW M's biggest rival, AMG, are about to swap their V8 for a 4-cylinder hybrid. With the 2030 ban looming in on us now, I think that running a car like this is only going to get more and more expensive and less socially acceptable. I reckon, given a few years, owning a manual V10 estate car will be seen in the same way that we look at smoking nowadays.
I think manual swapping the DRIVETRIBE M5 Touring has been the best thing we could have done, because he may have been over a decade out with his prediction, but I think now we are genuinely facing, as Clarkson once said, an ending.
So if you do one thing after watching this video, shut your laptop, put down your phone and go for a drive, and hopefully you'll find as good a road as we've been on today. And if you do, tell me in the comments. I've been Mike, subscribe to DRIVETRIBE and long live the manual gearbox.